What was the key for you guys as a group to closing this one out down the stretch and getting the win?
We had to just stick with it. We shouldn't have been that close down the stretch. We gotta be better. But at the end of the day, we got to win. That's what matters. We're gonna watch some film tomorrow, get better, learn from some of the mistakes that we made and some of the slippage we had down the stretch.
When you look at those two big plays, one by Michael Porter Jr. to get to the rim, and then the big stop by Drake Powell, just what can you just say about those two guys on those two plays?
Yeah, big time. Drake stepping up, using his wingspan, using his length to get a steal right there, and not even giving him a chance to get the ball in bounds, and then Mike just being Mike, just getting a bucket, doing what he does, and closing it out for us down the stretch.
I know you talked about, it matters whether you win the game or not, even if it's a 20-point lead, 2-point lead, whatever it is. But given how tough that road trip was, where you guys had leads down the stretch and just weren't able to close it, how confident does it make you in this team that you guys found a way to win this game tonight, especially how that comeback was?
Yeah, it was a little bit of like deja vu. Like we just seeing the game kind of slip there at the end. But it's nice figuring out ways to win those games as opposed to figuring out ways to lose them. And like you said, like it's big for our confidence, and we see them again on Sunday, so we gotta correct some things and be ready.
I'm sure you know what legit on-ball defenders look like in the NBA. So just a little bit more on Drake, like how special can he be as an on-ball defender, and obviously the other things that he can do with his athleticism.
Yeah, I mean, as far as the defending, it's like he has a lot of things working really well for him that the league is looking for right now, as far as like the 3-and-D, the wingspan, the ball skills, and the skills just to defend. Everybody can't defend. You might have the measurements, but you can't defend. He's a really good defender, and he uses his length really well, and he takes a lot of pride in defense, and he definitely is going to be good in this league for a long time.
You mentioned during pregame how you guys needed to do a better job when it comes to getting the rebounds. What role did that play tonight, and how much was that kind of a focus point for you out there?
Yeah, it was a focus point for all of us, and definitely for myself. I haven't been rebounding that well lately, so that's something that really hurt us these past few games, especially against the Pelicans. So we got to just keep focusing on that, and the game is easier for us when we rebound.
Jordy spoke pretty highly of you when he was in here earlier, just the impact that you had on the game. And looking at the box score rate, you only took 5 shots, but how, I guess, good does it feel for you to be able to kind of put your imprint on a game like this, in a game where you only end up with 7 points?
Yeah, I would like to get more points, but that's just the way that the game flowed today. Not too worried about scoring. At the end of the day, if I need to score 7 points for us to win every night, that's what I'm going to do. And I just did the small stuff. I defended, guarded my yard, I rebounded, I was facilitating, got a couple blocks. So, like I said, I just want to win at the end of the day, and I'm happy we got to win.
The Bulls made 6 threes in the fourth quarter after only making 5 before that. Is it something you can tell in a game whether, you're playing actually worse defense, or if a team is just hitting outside shots, or is that one of those things you don't really feel until, you watch it on film the next day?
I mean, they also really good in transition, and I think that we needed to be better. Like as far as our transition defense, that's something that we focused on, like in our pregame, and we had some plays tonight where we definitely should have been better with that. And as far as the 3-point shooting, we did a decent job with keeping them off the 3-point line. Like you said, he had 6 in the fourth, but that's just a part of the game sometimes too.
It was another big night for the bench, Nick. What do you think about that balance that they had?
I mean, they've been solid. They kind of been they've been anchoring us a little bit, because the first unit we haven't been great. Like we haven't been coming out to start games great. Today was better, but they've been doing really well. And that group, we need those dudes to just keep growing and stay consistent. And the first unit we'll get better too.
Nolan closed out the game with you guys. How have you just kind of enjoyed playing with him, with how he's able to get downhill and get into the paint easily?
Yeah, I mean, he's super fast. Once he keeps figuring out how to utilize his speed out there, he's gonna be a problem. Just seeing his growth from day one to now, him figuring out the league, figuring out when to pick his spots, when to get downhill, when to kick out to the threes, and he has a really good feel for the game.
Okay, thanks, Nate.
Yep.